What's up YouTube, it's Type Ranger. This is actually going to be my first water and cooling project, and if all goes well, I'm going to water cool my PC. Kind of stoked, you know, first water cooling, excited. And if you haven't read the headline, I am going to water cool this Xbox 360 that I got off eBay for 56 bucks that has the red ring of death. Now let me explain this. Now this, if you guys don't know what an Xbox 360 disassembled is, what it looks like. This is the motherboard, the main components, what's inside. Now, I read upon some people is an easy fix to fix the red ring of death, blah blah blah. I kind of challenged it, let's see, and if I got it working, you know, Xbox 360 for 56 bucks, what do you know? So, ordered it of course off of eBay. Soon I got it from the mail. What I did was plugged it in TV, see what type of error code it gave me. It gave me an error code E74. Now, what E74 is, I looked at the forums. It said pretty much the GPU heatsink right here is not contacting the GPU chipset. So what I did is came back to my Xbox, laid my fingers and put a little bit of pressure right here on the heatsink and turned on the Xbox 360 at the same time. What happened was, turned right back on, working 360, had my 4 green lights working, you know, and it booted up just fine. So I was kind of stoked and happy about that, and I'll show you, I'll make another video about that and you see what I'm talking about that situation. Let's look at the parts of what I'm going to do on water cooling. Now here's the case, of course. I'm just going to chuck that away. Here's the ROM. I'm going to put 2 fans. I'm thinking to do the push and pull method on the radiator. These are 2 side slipstreams, rated 88 CFM. We're also going for the UV 8-inch co-cathode, and we're going for also active UV dye from Feezer. I just think, you know, distilled water works just as well as coolant. Got fittings, Ensotec memory RAM heatsink, just for more cooling purposes on the chipset. We also have the rad box from Swiftech, 3/8 ID tubing. For pump, we're going for a Swiftech MCP 355. I'm also going to remove the top and put the XSPC acrylic top. I think it'll look pretty cool for, you know, the UV co-cathode, showing off the actually looking at the coolant going through. Also better flow, what I've seen, or not seen, but heard and read. For the water block, we're going for the XSPC water block, and it cools down the GPU and CPU at one shot, which I would like, and it's a much cheaper method than going for coolants. I think there's like 80 bucks and this is like 50 bucks, and I heard good reviews about this one too. And for the rad, we're going for a Black Ice GTX 120, and I think it would be a good efficient, you know, 120, what I've read and seen. It does a good cooling down the fluid on the GPU, CPU block. Yeah, there we go, breaking it down. Now all this is going into a custom case that Lee & Lee made, which is called, well, this is the case, and I got the box right here. The Lee & Lee XB-X01. I don't want to say, why did I say X, but XB01, designed for Xbox 360 enthusiasts. Now here's the case, what it looks like lying down, and you know, I don't know if you can read that, but camera sucks, but the features and whatnot. The only thing I like about this box, nice, roomy, big, it's black, you know, they painted a black finish. They give me a 120 millimeter fan, but you know, I'm gonna check this off. I don't know what's the CFM on this one. In specs, they don't even say it on the instructions, and they have hole cutouts for water cooling. Now, I'll probably put the measurements on the screen and look at it, but this box is pretty big, actually, for the console, side by side wise. If you put 2 Xbox 360 consoles side by side each other, is actually that thick, and I don't know how tall, but I say add 5 more inches, or yeah, about 4 more inches. And actually, you know, if you read this, actually there'll be measurements while you're reading on the screen. I mean, I like this box, literally. It's pretty cool. The only thing that, yeah, like I said, downside's big. And I'm going to do something different what I've seen on YouTube or on forums on their land lead cases for their Xbox. I'm going to do cable management on this case. Now, I've seen, you know, some other people, they have actually the fan headers right here on the motherboard tray on 360, and they give you an option to plug in 2 fans. Now, I've seen people done that, and they have, you know, wires dangling right here and whatnot, and, you know, that's not me. I mean, if you go that route, that's cool. I'm not dissing you or nothing, but I'm a very neat guy. I like mine clean, better airflow, whatnot. And what I'm going to do is route everything behind the motherboard tray right back here. Now, I already got routed the stock fan at back, thinking if I could do it and push it around and whatnot, and I did. 3-pin, but they're all going to roll in Molex, and actually I'm going to cut a hole, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, and you guys thinking to do it too. You could do whatever, but the only downside what I'm going to do yet is actually drill a hole, but I'm not going to, you know, they riveted the motherboard tray, and I don't have a riveting tool. So if they actually screwed this down, my job would be a whole lot easier. Obviously, just take off the excuse me, I have a sore throat. Unscrew the motherboard tray and take it out, and easy, simple fix like that, and route everything in the back. Now, I know it's easy, just take a drill bit, I forget what size, but drill it, take it out, but I don't have a riveting tool, and I want to spend 25 to 35 bucks. And I'm just going to cut a hole, and I'll show you next video how I'm going to cut a hole and how I'm going to do it. And hopefully, if all goes well, it's going to look a pretty kick-ass system, look nice and what. That was my dad. But anyway, Xbox 360, water cooling, and this with UV. Cube management, and also they're all sleeved also too. The Swiftech, the cold cathode, and the fans are all sleeved from PC Performance, the Performance PC, I don't know, it's one of those two, PP, but anyway, slip them together. And also I got a question for you guys, for any Xbox enthusiasts out there that knows what they're talking about power supply. I am actually running 4 powered items, 12 volts, you know, and I believe I added up all the wattage, not wattage, but amperage. I'm we're guessing 4 to 5 amps. Now, I've seen people behind the motherboard tray, but soldered a Molex connection and run off of that for a 12 volt power source. Now, running 12 volts, about 4 or 5 amps, would it strain this motherboard? Or I should say, strain the Xbox 360, any damages like that. Now, if you're asking, I do have the 200 watt power supply, not the 180, because they had 2 different gens of, I guess, Xbox 360s they have the power supply. Now, you know, just comment me, message me, tell me it's going to work or not, or should I just run 3? I've been told 3 would be the max, and you should be kind of pushing it, but I want to see if 4 be okay. Now, just hit me up, you know, message me, and kind of stoked about this project. And the only bad thing is I got to wait for 2 weeks because they sent me the wrong barbs, and I got to resend them, get it back, and they didn't fit, you know. But yeah, I'm kind of stoked about this. Check me out, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Alright, bye.